No, we don't want to make this a Sysco commercial for you because hopefully a lot of you know about Sysco, but we are a big company, and many of you know we carry a lot of things. But some of the things that we've been doing over the years, and I joined the company 6 years ago. I came from an import company that Sysco acquired. So one of the things we do at Sysco, and we do it well, is we purchase companies that do things well, whether it's a meat company, whether it's a produce company, whether it's a paper company. So in this instance, they purchased a company that I was running and managing, which was a small importer and specialty food distributor. We carry historical cheese license. We have long-lasting relationships with suppliers predominantly in Europe, but now in South America. So we have a lot to offer our customer base as an importer. So Sysco sees that, and we value that, and we say, well, gee, we can go out and hire a guy like Rick Marino, and we can develop an import and specialty program. Or let's buy the company and we can bring the assets with us. And that's what they did. And I think it's a great move by Sysco, and I'm happy to be a part of Sysco now for it's 6 years now. So with that, we look at different parts of the business. From imports and specialty, I'm a cheese guy. They call me the cheese man. I import cheese from all over the world. Swiss cheese, Danish cheese, Italian cheese, Spanish cheese, French cheese, Austrian cheese. English cheese, Irish cheese. So as we look at new initiatives, people are always coming to us saying, you know, we want to work with you. Can you sell our products? How do you do this and how do you do that? So about 2.5 years ago, I was approached by a group, Food Services Ireland, a marketing firm that was looking at the Irish community. They came into my office. They said, Rick, we want to talk about Irish food. I said, what Irish food? There's Irish food you want me to import? I said, what we're not going to do, guys, is buy one jam or one bread mix or one cheese and say to the Irish community that we have these products. Let's put together an assortment of products, and now let's call it an initiative, and now let's go to this market with these items and say, we're here to service you and to enhance and complement what you already do. And that's how we got the ball rolling. If any of you had the time this afternoon to stop by our table, you could see a lot of the products. I know they're not unfamiliar. We didn't reinvent the wheel, and we didn't invent these products. These products are in the market already, but what we're trying to do is bring them together into a format that we can now service the Irish community and be Irish friendly with the community, with the products that are on the table, whether it be the relishes from Ballymaloe, Lakeshore mustard, the bacon, the Irish rashers, the bangers, the black and white pudding. So we want to bring it all together to you, and that's what we've tried to do. So we have the product line now. We're looking at your community and saying, how do we go about servicing this community with more than what we already have at Sysco? Sysco, we're going to sell you your hamburgers, your French fries, your frying oil, your paper towels. Hopefully we're going to sell you all those things and you'll be happy with our service, but we also want to offer you these other items. We want to go in and work with you and not change what you're doing. We want to enhance what you're doing, give you things to do in addition to what you're already doing. So one of the things we're doing back there on the table, if you have a chance, and we'll have them at the cocktail hour later, is a slider burger. Everybody sells sliders, I'm sure. We have an excellent slider. It's a CAB slider. It's outstanding. So if you go into an Irish pub and you get a bacon cheddar burger, what do you get? You get American bacon, you get American cheddar. Why not go into an Irish pub and get an Irish bacon cheddar burger? We're going to put a rasher on there instead of bacon, and we're going to put the Cahill's Guinness Porter cheddar on there instead of regular cheddar, right there. We're going to give our customers something that's more Irish, it's not American, but we didn't change anything else in our restaurant. We already have what we do, and we're doing it consistently. So those are some of the things that we talk about when we want to get into this. So with this, we're working with Food Service Ireland. We own a company in Ireland now, Sysco does. Palace Food Service is a Sysco company operating in Ireland. So we work very closely with our Sysco company in procuring the items that we need. We started with an assortment of 20, 25 items, and we're building on it. Soon we'll start bringing in some frozen products, maybe some Murphy's Bantry Bay mussels, things that we're thinking about, par-baked bread from McCluskey's Bakery, some of those type of things. And we're trying to communicate with the Irish community on what will work and what won't work. Will you buy this and will you not buy that, and why? And that's really working together to grow our business, to grow your business, so we can be better suppliers to you, better purveyors to you, so you could hopefully be more successful restaurant operators, and in turn, it's a win-win. So that's some of the things that we're working on. We have Food Service of Ireland. One of the partners is Derry Clark. Many of you may be familiar with Derry Clark. He's a Michelin star chef in Ireland. He's one of the partners. We bring him, we were trying to get him here for this function, but unfortunately the scheduling didn't work. But we bring him into the States from time to time. We do demos, and we had him at our food show, and he provides a lot of quick, easy recipes. And recipes that can be done by our operators are very simple. Again, it's just looking at our business, changing a couple of items that we're using, and making it into something that maybe more authentic. And I'll ask our chef, Michael Salvatore. Mike is a executive chef for Sysco, for our operating company in Metro New York. He works with our customers. He works with Derry Clark when he comes in. And I'll ask him to talk a little bit about what we've done with the customer base as far as from a chef's point of view, working with the operators.
Thanks, Rick. I have the best job at Sysco. I get to play with food all day long. I also have about 500,000 square feet of pantry to bang around in, as well as a couple of test kitchens. I've been with the company 10 years, and to Rick's point, what I find when I'm working with a lot of Irish pubs in our local market, that they're Irish in decor, but not in menu. You know, that they have, you know, mostly American grub, nothing exciting, and nothing really unique. You know, so, you know, we were talking earlier about, you know, why put Golden's mustard on the table of your pub when you could put the Lakeshore Strong Irish mustard. Gives a more authentic feel. And I do that, I work with our customers directly. I'm not trying to go into a restaurant and talk to a chef, because usually they back up a little bit. You know, you're not going to tell me what to do. I just try, being a former restaurant owner, I look at opportunities to improve what you're already doing.
Thanks, Chef. And that is a lot of what we do. And a lot of people, you know, before I joined Sysco, give you some of those Sysco stories of how everybody hated Sysco and, oh, big bad Sysco, and, oh, you're going to Sysco. They don't have food knowledge. They don't have culinary knowledge. And I'll tell you, on the contrary, we have so much. We have so many resources. Chef is a CEC chef, Shenda Rotisserie chef. We have a staff, he has 3 chefs below him. We have people like myself who come from the import industry and know specialty foods and cheese and chocolate and pastry and confectionery. We have protein specialists who came from meat companies. We have produce specialists who came from produce companies. So we have a lot to offer, and it's our job to communicate this to our customer base to make sure that we are giving them all the tools that they need to succeed. Yes, we can sell you French fries. Yes, we can sell you hamburgers and chicken wings, and we want to, trust me, but we also want to work together. So with that said, how do we go, where do we go from here with these products? Well, we work for Sysco Metro New York, and I don't know if I made that clear in the beginning. Chef and I work for Metro New York. We are the Sysco importing company of these products and many other products. We work very closely with our other Sysco companies. For instance, Sysco Philadelphia is here with us. They have some representation here at the show. We work closely with Sysco in Albany and Connecticut and Central Pennsylvania. And I met a lot of you earlier today from as far as New Mexico and Denver and Houston and Dallas and Minnesota. So the products are not currently in those locations. But what we're going to do together is I'm going to contact our operating companies in these other cities. If you expressed an interest to us that you would like to see these coming on your Sysco truck, not a problem. I will contact our operating companies, explain that we had this conversation about this meeting, because unfortunately there's a lot of Sysco companies around the country. They might not all be in tune. And I'll explain to them what we are doing, what we call this Irish initiative. We are trying to cater more to the Irish community. We don't want to treat you like 100 different pub owners. We want to kind of treat you as one. So I'll explain what we're doing, and hopefully they'll embrace it as well. And then getting products from point A to point B is really, it's not that complicated when you think about it. So we could either, if there's small amounts, obviously drop ship them right from our warehouse to your location, or we could send them to your operating company in Syracuse, for instance. Syracuse, one of the customers I met this morning, they currently buy some of the product that we sell. So we sell the dry goods, we sell Tommy Maloney Meats, which is the bangers, the rashers, the black and white pudding. They have an excellent diced bacon also. It's the diced Irish bacon. So you fry that up and you put it on top of a salad or an accompaniment. It's excellent. So Syracuse has a customer base of Irish restaurants there already. So we've been communicating with them. They currently procure some of the stuff. So that's how we really want to work going forward. You know, we want to grow our business together. We want to work with you. We want to work with our other operating companies to bring you the products that you need. We want to make it simple. And we all know, okay, that's what Sysco does. A lot of people either really like our big truck coming up, knowing that they can get all the things that they need on one truck, and a lot of people, unfortunately, still, we have a lot of convincing to do still, Chef, don't like that. They want to buy meat from the meat guy, produce from the produce guy, fish from the fish guy. We are all that. And being Sysco, it's important because we also ensure that our supply chain is second to none. You know, we have insurance policies, obviously, on all our suppliers. We just introduced a recall system that is, I mean, I've never even heard of anything. In the past, when things went on recall, all of a sudden you had to go through and dial up 400 customers. It took you hours and hours, get product picked up. When something goes on recall, it goes out to the whole country. An automated telephone service will call your operation. And if you keep hanging up, they're going to keep calling, guys. They need you to know that there was a problem with a product and to discard it. That Sysco is, you know, that's what we're doing to help our customer base. We don't want your customers getting sick and turn hurting your business or our business. So that's some of the things that we're doing, you know, and we really want to look at this group. When Dave and Mitch approached me about this meeting, this is something that we've been working towards for 2.5 years. Matt Jones from Food Service Ireland and I and his partners and Derry Clark met, and we said we want to get in front of this group. And we've been all over the streets of New York and New Jersey visiting customers, all the customers, the Irish pubs that we already have, and trying to explain what we're doing. But having a group like this is really, it's important, and we appreciate the fact that they're giving us some time to address you, and I hope that we can help you grow your business, in turn growing our business, become good, long-standing partners together. So with that said, if anybody has any questions about how we're doing this, feel free to ask me. Stop back at the table. We have some Irish cheese, some Cashel Blue. We have some Guinness Porter cheddar back there. We have some sliders, some bangers, some rashers, a lot of good snack food back there, and obviously the condiments. Thank you, folks.